Hey guys, PLH Cowboy Instructors. It helps if you hit the record button. Hope you guys had an amazing weekend. I hope you guys had trick or treat and had fun wherever you're at. For us, it was Friday from 5 to 7. Started a little early, ended a little after, not much after, maybe about 10-15 minutes after 7. We closed up shop. Yes, I hope everybody had fun with that. Oh no, my alarm. I forgot I had it turned on. Live stream. We live streamed while we were doing the trick or treat time. Go check that out. Not sure how much longer it's going to be up. There was music in the background, so it's probably going to get. I'll probably get a notification saying it's copyright stuff, but we'll see. But for now, it's still up. I may leave it up for another week or so and then pull it because I have a feeling it's going to get dinged because of the music. So, thanks YouTube. Other than that, pairings have started. We did switch a couple around. I have my pastel micro scale is here with my girl Pinky, our visual pied, because I want some micro scale pieds. And to push that along a little bit, I put my pastel micro scale male in with the pied female, get some more hets. And then we might hold back one or two from that one. I have my Coral Glow pied male is in with my het pied female to get some visual Coral Glow pieds. We have first time pairings with Black Pastel Desert Ghost male is in with our het Desert Ghost 50% het hypo female. So all those babies will be, if they're not visual DG, they'll be possible hypo, which I'll let the people know about that at that time. And they will also be 66% het for Desert Ghost if they're not visuals. I've got my boy in with my Yellow Belly het clown girl, my pastel asphalt het clown het pied. Male is in with her. Looking for some freeway clowns. And my gravel girl is with our Yellow Belly clown, visual clown male. So we're going to get some highway het clowns from that. Then I also have my boy Tears back in with Mara for the sunsets. And I also have another first time guy down at the bottom. The first timer is the Black Pastel DG. Other first timer is a Fire Wookie to our Pastel Womo Wookie. So that is a first time for the male, and this will be her second clutch. So she produced that wonky clutch that I need to figure out what everything is, and I'm going to be getting into those guys here in a little bit and cleaning and doing spot cleanings and changing waters. But they already have a visual lock. They were just put in about 10 hours ago. No, more like 15 hours ago. It was after midnight. I know when I was up here. It was about 1 in the morning when I put them in there. And they have a visual lock right now. I've already seen that. Got a couple girls that are right on the edge of getting to where they need to be again. They did produce for me last season. The latest one being, I believe, Aphrodite. She slugged out. I believe that happened. I'd have to go look at my book. But anyway, they did breed last time. Eve, my Cinnamon Arrakis, and my GHI het clown girl, Aphrodite. So we're going to get them guys up 3-4 more meals. And so in about 3 or 4 more weeks, they will start getting put into the rotations as well. So yes, so then that'll give me 1, 2, 3 more females. Then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 12 to 14 females this time around. I think it'll be 12 or 13 rolling. That's ready. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, because the Eris is going to get rolling again. She needs to few more meals for her to get back up to that 1,500 gram threshold. But yeah, so we have about the same amount of clutches as we did this last time around. Last time, hopefully, if everybody goes. So everybody didn't go this last time either. We only had, I think, 10 clutches out of 16. So yeah, we'll see what happens around this with this time. I am probably going to experiment with pairing the boas this time around. I'm going to drop the temps in the room to about 76 and see if that can spark some interest. I would have probably already put him in with her, but he's in heavy shed, so nothing's going to happen. I still worry about him hurting her, but she is pretty good size. She's about half his size as far as around and length. She's about 5 foot and probably about the size of, she's bigger around than a baseball, I think. Or maybe not. Look real quick. Yeah, roughly about the size of a baseball at her widest point. He's about the size of a softball at his widest point. He's probably about that big around at his widest point. And he's a lot longer. But I will try and see what happens. And then, of course, we also have Torby growing up back here behind me. She's growing like a weed. She's not going to be there. It's going to take probably 2 to 3 more years for her to even get big enough to even think about pairing with her with anybody. So, she's all curled up in her hides. I can't see her, though. So we're going to check on her real quick. I do have a kid up here soaking. Being the dryness in the room he had some stuck shed. That's all it is. There she is. I see her. She's in I have 3 half logs in there. And she seems to enjoy them a lot. So I have 2 of them kind of connected together here and that's like a long hide for her. She's all curled up in that. I kind of figured that's where she was at. So she's good. Azathoth is chilling like a villain in her enclosure. I have to be careful with her door. I had to fix it once again. And but she has not tried to get out or anything because it wasn't exactly finished on her last show. I had to glue it back on the hinge, back onto the enclosure. It wasn't exactly set up. And it seems to be good now, but yeah. So I'm assuming it's going to be just fine. So she's going to be good. But yeah, I do need to get into these guys over here. My nippy kids. I don't know, do you guys want to see me get tagged? I'm sure you probably do. Give me a second here. I'm going to drop you down a bit. There, and tilt you a bit because they're over there in the bottom of that rack right there. All those 6 and then that one up there. I'm gonna grab my chair. I'm going to fill my water jug first. These guys come out a lot, but they're still a little bit defensive with me. Trying to break them with that. Best way to do that is to, handle them. And you get bit. And you get tagged a few times. All right. Let me get my chair over here real quick. And we're going to start down on the very bottom. This one is what I think it is a pastel special. There's probably some other stuff going on. These are the ones I need to send the sheds off on. Hi. Please don't eat me. All right. So actually being decent right now. Not that I won't get bit here anyway. It almost looks like it's got some Wookiee in it too, but I'm not entirely sure. Like I said, I'm going to be sending the sheds off. I knew I would have to do that with this clutch because it's a 5 genes. Yeah, we packed a lot into this one. There's that. All right, that one was pretty good. Next up is this one. Easy. It's all right. This one I have marked as a pastel Wookiee. Pastel Wookiee. This one is, next up is a Wookiee. I'm sure there's probably something else up in there. Like I said, they're getting better with their nippiness. It's just a matter of working with them and keeping them used to being handled. Wookiee. It is possible it is just a Wookiee. That pattern's too funky to be just a Wookiee, I think. So we're going to keep going with that. Very pretty, though. I love the coloring on this one, too. I love the coloring on all these babies. You're in your water dish, huh? You're going to nip me, aren't you? It is drier here in the room. These guys are... Some of these guys have had some shed problems. Not these guys in particular, but yeah. I'm playing catch up like I do every year with the humidity in the room as far as getting everybody full sheds again. I'll get it dialed in, though. I always do. I'm not overly worried about that. This one is a pastel. I think I put this as a pastel Woma special. I don't know if there's any Wookiee in this. But looking amazing. Looking cool as hell. You're being very good today. Thank you for that. There you go, bud. This one's another Wookiee combo. What did I have it as? It almost looks like a Wookiee Mojave. So I think that's what I put it down on its label. Wookiee Mojave. Okay. It does have the alien heads that are dropping, and this guy is very ticklish. Very ticklish. He does have the alien heads that are dropping down to his belly as well, like Mojave does. So, but yeah, looking good. And then last of these 6, here is the funky head pattern one. This is the one that I put on Instagram and TikTok. It has the little guy on it, little face. Looks like he's wearing a bow tie. Oops, get him in frame, dude. He's wearing a little bow tie on the top of his head. Have him labeled as a Woma Special Wookiee. It's not Mojave. Woma Special Wookiee. Maybe pastel. Maybe pastel. But looking amazing. There you go, buddy. There you go. Then last but not least on that clutch there is the one I am keeping. Just this crazy looking little girl here. Easy. Mojave Wookie. Yeah, something. Look at that reduced pattern on that little girl here. Crazy. Mojave Wookie. I don't know if Special did that, or if the, I know it's not pastel. Or did the Woma do that? Or the combination of the Woma and the pastel and the Special do that? Not sure, but she's definitely staying here. Definitely staying here. We're going to get her shed tested, just like her siblings. And then we will see what everything is, actually. Look at that. I didn't get tagged. I'm sorry, guys. And we got a little Malcolm Reynolds here, a little Firefly boy, Fire Pastel boy, who is growing up nicely. Still vibrant, still looking great. So he's going to go to our Firefly Ghost female at some point when he's big enough. And he keeps good grades. So yeah, those are the ones I needed to get through today. As those guys there, I want to check on her as well. This is our Visual Pied Het Lavender Albino girl. She's actually getting big now, putting some size on. She needs to get a little bit more size. And she's going to go to our Het Dreamsicle boy. So he's Het for Lavender Albino, Het for Pied. She's going into shed too, which is a good thing. There you go, honey. This boy here is still up for sale. This is a spider. Oops, sorry, buddy. Spider. Yellow Belly or Spectre, Het Clown boy. I was going to keep him. Decided not to. He's eating well. So he's up for grabs. If you're interested, let me know. Spider gets a very bad rap. Because my Woma girl has the wobble as well. As does, I know I say this all the time, as does Champagne, and as does a few other genes have the inner ear defect going on. It's not a neurological thing. There was a study done on it. I'm not going to get into the study. If you want to find out what they found, you can Google that and check it out. But the spiders get a very bad rap. That's not fair. And then last up is this guy here. This guy here was going to go to a home, but they decided they didn't want him. So this is an Enchi spider. Yellow Belly or Spectre. I believe he is Het Clown as well. Pretty sure he's Het Clown as well. I have to look at his clutch number. So yeah, he's up for grabs too. So yes, his water looks pretty good. So yeah, that's all for today, guys. I am going to get up out of here, get this uploaded, and get it rendered and whatnot. There we go. So if you guys have any questions on anybody you've seen today, please let me know. If you have any questions on any of the available animals that we have, still have several babies over here in the rack. I've got 2, let's see, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. At 29 in that rack, 30, 31, 32, 33. 33 babies right now that are available, or 33 kids that are available right now. Some of them are pretty good size. So if you're looking to get into breeding right away, I got a couple males here that are good. I've got a micro scale spider that's breeding size. If you were looking to get into the micro scales, or if you're just looking for a bigger snake, please let me know. I've got 2 banana lessers that are pretty close to being ready to rock and roll as far as breeding time. But other than that, I'm going to get up out of here and go jump over to Patreon and talk to them guys for a little bit. And please like, share, subscribe. Go check out the Halloween video from Friday and the live stream. And as always, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe. My wheel over here and shut you off.